What's going on, guys? My name is Litezout, and in this video I want to break down my game against Young Kiv at the Madden Championship. This is the quarterfinals, final 8 between me and Kiv, and I want to break down exactly what I did on defense and then a little bit of offensive breakdown, but mainly defense on what I did to lock down his potent gun bunch tight end formation. So what I realized is that the main play that people are going to run on me from gun bunch tight end if I'm in the dime 146 is the play action play, because the play action play is going to pick up the blitz, and there's also a lot of routes that beat several of the things that I would do even if I'm not in cover 2 man. So what I'm trying to do is run and start the game with a cover 4. So once I have him see cover 4, he's going to try to do the streak post combo with maybe a motion slant or something like that. But what I'm doing to stop the post route is I'm deep bluing my left of screen linebacker that was in a hook zone out of the cover 4. I'm deep bluing him in the middle of the field, and that's Derek Brooks. He's like 98 speed. So I know that he would play the post. I don't have to worry about the post. So you see that I'm taking my strong safety down, and that's Ballentine, who doesn't have a lot of spectacular catch. But I'm going to lurk down underneath, and I'm waiting for him to see, is he going to adjust to me coming out in cover 4 and not blitzing him? And that's what he did right there. He noticed I wasn't blitzing him, so he went to a flood, and once I seen him not run the PA play, I went to the A-gap blitz. First time all game so far, 2nd and 6. I go with the A-gap blitz, and I sack him.
That is Clowney is not joking around right there, and Lights Out gets animated on that big stop, leading to a huge 3rd and 14 coming up.
Look at him, he's shaking his head. He almost shook his headphones right off of his head right there. Lights Out feeling it early in this game, and he's got Kiv right where he wants him in a 3rd and pass situation.
Play action, pass off the left. He rolls away from pressure. Manziel can't set his feet. And
so here I went back to the cover 4, deep blued my linebacker. I was in charge of the left middle. I noticed quickly there wasn't anything quick short to the left, so I was able to lurk with my safety, take away his 2nd and 3rd read, and I got a coverage sack. So he had to punt the ball on 4th and long. So now 1st and 10, I'm on offense, and I know what Kiv's going to run. I was very prepared for this defense. He runs the 1-4-6, but he likes to run a coverage defense that's also a really good inside zone defense. So knowing that, when running, I'm going to run a lot of quick bases. Also, when passing, I'm looking to hit that post over the top. He bluff blitzes his safety in the cover 2 man, and I thought I was able to get him. This is Madden Ultimate Team. That safety is probably really high overall and fast, so he was able to get back and make a play. But I know that Kiv likes to run either cover 2 man or cover 2 zone, play on the linebacker to run down into the gap to stop the inside zone. So when I run, I'm going to run a lot of quick base, and that's why I was in this gun tight doubles on. And here I motion the wheel because I know it would beat man and it would get open against cover 2. Romo just decided to overthrow that pass, so now I am in a 3rd and 10. I come out in a play out of U-trips that has a post route. I like to motion that post route to the left to make it a corner route, but here I notice and get a tell that it's going to be a zone. So I streak the tight end, as you're going to see, and then I put the slot receiver on a crossing route because I want the deep blue to play the streak and the hook zone to play to the inside, and I'm going to fit in this pass to the post and hopefully get this first down. Hopefully he holds on to it before getting hit, and he did. Mike Evans, I think he has 99 catching traffic. I was able to hold on for the first down. Now I'm going to try to utilize the run. So I go with the buck sweep out of this gun wide trip sweep, but I notice he's fully ready for it. He's bringing a ton of people that way. So I flip the play. I'm going to try to quick hike him. He does get someone from the backside to try to get in that gap. He misses, though, and I get a really big game with Lamar Miller. So I'll take that, knowing that next time I run buck sweep, I can possibly get a big play. There was definitely a lot of space there. But my most safe run is going to be this quick base, and I'm doing it out of the gun tight doubles on. I wanted to show pass early so that he does not expect that when I do this motion, it's going to be a run. I know I have more blockers than he has defenders. Eventually, I'm going to break for a big one.
There you go, Lights Out. Good adjustment right there, and goes with the halfback base out of the tight formation, which is usually a formation people like to pass out of, Falls. So giving Kiv a look he might not be used to. I like the adjustment by Lights.
Kiv is trying to hit that gap in the middle, so I'm motioning my receiver to try to block that gap. So if he does come in, he will not sack me or tackle me in the backfield. And I was able, even though that was pretty good defense, to squeeze to the sideline and get the first. Now giving him the same look, I'm going to do a streak and a motion like wheel fade to X and I know that I am going to isolate Gronk because that's something that me and Stiff were really trying to do. Aggressive catch was really strong in Madden 16, and especially with these top-notch receivers. I spent 320 cap out of 1,000 on Gronk, Evans, and more. So what we focused on was making sure if we are going to take the aggressive catch that it's going to be single coverage. That's why we did the streak up the seam to get the safety to look that way and throw the one-on-one touchdown to Gronk. So now Kiv goes to split close. And once I see split close, I assume he's going to start running the ball. I also know that I don't have to go cover 4 anymore because there's no one-play explosive touchdown. The play action at a bunch tight end, I have to worry about the crossing route to the right sideline and also the one-play touchdown to the post. So I know I don't have to go with a conservative defense like cover 4. If he's going to stay in split close, I'm going to go with crossfire. And he actually blocked 7. He was ready for the A-gap. He had no idea crossfire was coming. And even though he max protected, that crossfire came in because he slide protected wrong. Here he goes for the one-on-one. I actually was in cover 2 man, but I did some extra zones because I thought maybe a motion corner route was coming. So he does get that. There's nothing I could do. Madden 16 one-on-one aggressive catch. But we get him to a first down, and he is not going to go with the play action play. So I noticed that, and the following play, I am going to blitz him. So right there I was in a cover 4, but I noticed, okay, if you're going to run TE corner and you're not going to run the play action play, now I'm going to send some heat either with crossfire or the A-gap. So I do try to send the A-gap. Kiv was ready for it. He did run the play action. I was expecting him maybe not to run the play action. If he didn't, I probably would have had heat his way. But he did, so he won the chess game on that specific play. And that's why he was able to playmaker and get a first down. But I will take my chances that he's going to guess wrong majority of the time as long as I mix up my coverage correctly. Here, now that we're in the red zone, I was expecting him to run, so I go to crossfire. And me and Stiff were able to stop the run extremely well at a 1-4-6. We were the only people mixing in crossfire with the same look, and that's what was the difference here. Here I actually put Clowney in coverage, if you look. Believe it or not, I was expecting a play up the middle, and I was really impressed with RG that he noticed that.
And that was, like we said, lights out, world-class preparation. We've seen a lot of our competitors looking for that high pass post route over the middle of the field. The high pass, obviously, a mechanic users could throw to get it over the defense, but Lights drop multiple people into the middle of the field, and you see Kiv throwing into double coverage and having to take 3 because of it.
Where Lights Out hails from. The preparation, what will it be on this drive? He can really take command of this game. He's up 7-3. He gets the ball at half.
Tight doubles on was working for me last drive, so I go back to it in a pass play, but I noticed that no one's in the middle of the field, just a 3-down lineman, so I actually audible to a draw, and I don't want him to watch the run, so I motion a receiver to get him out of the box, to make him think I'm passing, because I did that motion before, and I break to the right side, and I guess he did not have 3 guys rushing. I was able to get a huge gain, and I was super hyped at this point.
Touchdown, Lights Out. Hyped.
Back on defense, same exact scheme. Start out in the cover 4. Make him forced to play the play action play because I'm showing the A-gap look at all times. And I'm looking to bait the left middle. Now, there wasn't anyone right away, but he playmakered someone that way. So now I know I have to be committed to that left side because he notices there's a hole there. I'm sure he still thinks at this point that he could bomb the cover 4 once he sees it in the play art for previous plays. Not knowing that I have the D for that. So he's going to try to utilize a bomb plus mixing in a motion slant because that's what Spammy Please and him like to do is they like to have a bomb play plus a motion slant either left or right. And he's going to keep trying to do that. I get him to a 3rd and 9, and that's what he does. A streak post on the left, a motion slant to the right. I'm going to make believe that I am going to play the post because that's what he assumes I would do with the safety. But nope, I bait him into the slant.
Interception. Taking over midfield. He stood right there. Lonnie, Ballantine, who else?
So now here I'm going to be mainly running bases to run and then also trying to split the safeties when I pass. So here I run the quick base.
And that 9 years of hard work seems to be paying off for
Lamar
him.
Miller is too tough right now as he picks up.
Followed by the streak post combo on the left side. I believe I fade the outside receiver too to bring that safety on the right all the way to the right sideline. If they don't manually play the post, which he doesn't because of the slant down below, I have the touchdown. At this point, I know he's not comfortable in the bunch tight end. because I'm forcing him to run the play action play, and then the cover 4 is locking that up. So he goes to the gun split close, and I got a feel for that, so I go to crossfire. The original crossfire setup, the main setup that Stiff uses, not showing the A-gap look because I know it's going to lock up the run. It also has really good coverage, and it's going to be hard to block out of this split close. You see that my A-gap is coming in. He did a motion, and I wanted to take that motion away. Nothing else was open, so we got sacked. And then this play, he throws it, and Sean Taylor forces the fumble. My other Sean Taylor picks it up. I have two Sean Taylors, both on the left side, because that's the side that a lot of people like to throw drags to. One caused the fumble, the other recovered it.
Looking to make a statement right here. He is playing phenomenal, Farles.
Here on this play, it's either cover 2 zone or cover 2 man, giving me that too high safety look with the press coverage. I'm going to utilize a motion post, which is going to be a corner route. Plus, I have X and my tight end deep, just in case it is a cover 2 zone. One of them should be open up the seams. It happens to be man coverage. I notice it and throw a pass to the left. Get it, get the possession catch, and run for a little bit more yards before going out of bounds. I get to a 3rd and 12 here, and I decide to go with 4 verticals. I actually put Gronkowski at tight end. Hopefully he didn't notice that because he was at slot for me. And I'm going to look for him. I streak X because of the position that he's in. I know the safety will play him, leaving Gronk open to that left sideline. I have to make his user not play him, though. So I go ahead and playmaker my slot receiver up the field. So he looks at the playmaker, leaving Gronk open.
Dot to Rob Gronkowski. Have you seen that play before?
I've seen 4 verticals before, but I don't know if I've seen it run like that. That was a nasty play by Lights, and Gibbs has talked about this earlier throughout the week. One thing Lights Out does amazingly is he mixes up his defense really well, but he always sets up his defense the same way. So he'll give you a 2-man under look that's set up the same exact way as his zone blitz crossfire look, and it's really hard to make a pre-snap read. He forces his opponents into making post-snap reads to beat his defense, and that could make things a lot more difficult when you're moving the ball on offense.
That is the key, and I think Kiv had an idea that I was running the crossfire with the A-gap. He seen me play Spot Me, and Spot Me was still able to move the ball on that scheme because of the play action play, and that's why I brought out the cover 4 defense here, because I knew that would be the answer to the play action play, which I knew he would go to a lot to stop the A-gap, and that's what is making me have success. But look how crazy this play to end the half. Luckily, I dived to make him go out of bounds. He had no timeouts. He's going to kick 3. And that is how the half is going to end. So I'm going to end the video here. I might post the second half analysis. If you want me to, let me know by posting in the comments and liking the video. Also, like the video if you're ready for some Madden 17 content starting tomorrow. Subscribe to my Lights Out Gaming channel if you want to see more content from me and early Madden 17 videos on this channel and Madden Dailies.